Love of God! For the love of God!
What's going on, y'all? Y'all listening to the Blair Anthony Show, man. What's going on? Y'all know who it is, man. It's Blair Anthony. It's just me today. Kev didn't feel good. And Dev was available, but he, was at work and stuff like that. So he had other things to attend to. And so I'll just say, let me just knock this out by myself, because I like to have them both there at the same exact time. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna knock it out. This one's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna still talk about some topics, stuff like that, but y'all gonna have to bear with me a little bit because I'm also trying to leave a few things for the pod, because obviously I'm gonna want to pod with my guys and also get off, everything I want to get off. So let's just start off.
You are now listening to the Blair Anthony Show.
All right, so I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, man, it's hard, man, especially like now when you're trying to, do your whole thing by yourself. At this point, I'm just trying to do my thing by myself, in times where not everybody's going to be able to be available for, the things that you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'd rather have, me just do this and, if it's something that I'm trying to put out, the best way to do it is if I do it by myself. So anyway, enough of all that. We just gonna start the show off. I got a few topics for you guys that I want to talk about. Starting with, in Mount Holly, they wildin'. They got a 19-year-old girl. Her name is Torianne Pence. She spread HIV to just under 30 men, in which most of the men at the Freightliner company that she worked for were married. I think that is crazy. I genuinely believe that if you find out that you got something, especially something that's that dangerous, something that could literally it could be fatal. I think when times like that happen, I think you need to retire from from having sex. It's just a little ridiculous for you to be going around just having the casual and not telling nobody what you got going on so that they can actually understand what's happening. So Torianne, I think she ain't hiding or something like that because I ain't seen nothing that was saying that she was getting arrested. But yeah, man, I don't know what to say to you, Torianne. If this ever gets to you, impression wise, this shit just happens to pop up on your For You page or your Explore page or anything like that. Hey, listen, that was wrong, girl. You shouldn't have been doing that for real. That was crazy. You shouldn't have did that. But anyway, thoughts and prayers to everybody that's in the situation. The men, y'all, this is what happens, man. You step out, you cheat on your wife, and then now all of a sudden you left with HIV. You know what I'm saying? Explain that one. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't do a crime, technically. So you're not even going to be in jail to where you'll be, away from your wife and be able to, kind of just, deal with your days. Now, you got to go through divorce, my boy. Because I know you had sex with that girl, and then now you went back to your wife and tried to get it popping with your wife, and now you done passed that on. Because I don't know how it is, man. I don't know, maybe you might be married, whatever, and you slide on something. So then when you get something now, I don't think, if you don't have the coof to just go home and be with your wife, I don't think you got the coof to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely got whatever she was giving out. You know what I'm saying? So, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. We hope that there is a arrest of Torianne Pence, because at the end of the day, you were definitely committing a crime. You wasn't letting people know about the things that was going on in your life and down under. You need to be serving time. Don't know how much time. Don't ask me that because I'm not the person to be doing that. But let's move on to the next topic. We got local Charlotte Bojangles employees were beaten down by CMPD this week. This Bojangles location was located over there by South Tryon and West Arrowwood. It was a man and woman beat by the police after alleged assault on the officer after being approached by officers about smoking weed after their shift was cleared and were clear of the premises. So what I got to say about that is, I told y'all before, right? The people who go through drive-thrus to get bone-in chicken, y'all are the wildest people in the world, and that's not something that you need to be doing with your time. I look at you as, very, 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 very ridiculous people. I think that those police officers were very, very radical in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you see the video, I'm not going to put the video on here for obvious reasons, but if you see the video, it's very, 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 very violent. It's a group of police officers beating down on this woman. So, personally, I think that at least one of them cops got bone-in chicken through the drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? And probably remembered her. You know what I'm saying? They took it out on the employee, right, who was handing out the chicken and stuff like that. And it's like, yo, you should not be doing that to her, because at the end of the day, your dumb ass went through the drive-thru to get bone-in chicken. They don't love you like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through the drive-thru, and then they just going to give you some chicken that's been sitting out for mad long. If you go inside, I'm going to tell y'all this one more time. If you go inside, it's a different treatment. I'm telling you, a special treatment. You go inside, tell them what you want. They going to look at you and say, okay, and then they just going to yell to the back, I need XYZ drop. I need some chicken. I need chicken drop, right? So then you're going to be sitting in there, boom, you're going to get your cup. You're going to go over to the fountain, get your drink. After you get your drink, you just stand over there for a little bit. Bet that food come out hot. I'm telling you, it's going to be wet chicken, hot. You know what I'm saying? Ask them for the sauces if you want sauces, but you ain't really going to need it like that. But you just go get you some. Go inside from here on out. Just go inside, understand what's going on. And, yeah, man, like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop, man. Y'all just keep going in these drive-thrus and getting this chicken. And it's like, bro, if you ain't getting Supremes, home style, if you ain't getting no Cajun filet biscuit, if you ain't getting none of that pork chop, my boy Tevin just told me about pork chops on a biscuit. I guess it's fire. I still haven't had it. But yeah, if y'all walking around getting that, I'm just telling y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Y'all not doing the right thing. And anytime I eat the chicken that comes from the drive-thru, I just feel like Idris Elba, and when he ate the chicken wing on the Hot Show, and like that shit was too strong for him, so it made him cough. My cough is like that just because this is trash. The bone be like you'll eat it, and when you get in there, because you might get like a breast or a thigh or something like that, you get in there, the bone be all, it's something about it. I'm going to tell you this also, there's another add-on to that. If you go to the drive-thru to get like the fries is cool. You can get the fries through the drive-thru, but I'm just saying, like, you lack potato meat inside those fries. So, just food for thought. You know what I'm saying? Just food for thought, something that y'all can think about when y'all go out to y'all local Bojangles. I hope that lady and that man sue, you know what I'm saying, and get some money for that. Especially if they was like off their shift, bro. Like, come on, son. Like, I just served about 100 people today. Like, chicken, home style, Supremes. That's not even, like, she might have worked a morning shift, bro. She could have been working a double. You beating her down because she's smoking weed. Come on, bro. She deserved that joint. Hey, listen, next one. High Point, North Carolina. At a local get this one. At a local Chick-fil-A, a 20-year-old man by the name of Nori Staten was arrested after masturbating in front of a customer during lunch rush. He's known around town as the Mass Jacker or the Serial Peeper. Listen. Just like I was talking about with the Bojangles stuff and the drive-thru and all that shit, look, Chick-fil-A got the longest line of all time with any type of fast food. Facts. If you go to Chick-fil-A, you're bound to have to deal with patience. You know what I mean? You're going to have to deal with patience. You're going to have to deal with a little bit of favoritism too, because if you do mobile order, they got a different line for you with like only 4 cars in there for real, because nobody else is thinking like that. But you'll go get into the drive-through, the mobile lane right there is open. You're going to go in the drive-through and sit behind 15 cars, but the mobile line is just going, just flowing, going to work, making it on time, right? For this, it's like, yo, man, you just can't pull your dick out and start masturbating, bro. You can't do that, dog. Look, Nori, man, hey, listen, if this come across your For You page, if it come across your Explore page, bro, I'm just going to let you know you cannot be doing that, bro. That shit is crazy. You cannot just pull your shit out and start whacking it in front of somebody. For what reason? They got customers to serve. And what do you thought they was going to say to you? My pleasure? They not going to say my pleasure, my boy. It's over and you shouldn't have done that. You got arrested. I understand why. And you should be arrested, bro. That was crazy. You cannot whip your meat out and start beating your meat in front of this establishment. It's low-key the kitchen of God, bro. Like, everybody in there is, like, holy for real. You know what I'm saying? Nice people. Like, you go in there, they going to ask you, how was your day? I've literally witnessed somebody go in the Chick-fil-A with like a crumb or something on their shirt, and the woman behind the counter literally took, like, said, hey, come here real quick. He leaned in. She took the shit off his collar, bro. Like, I don't know what you want more from people at the end of the day. They doing their job, bro. You don't need to pull your meat out for that. You know what I'm saying? So, Nori, I hope you learned your lesson, and I hope that, you know, at the end of the day, you'll never do that again. Because they should actually ban you from every Chick-fil-A in the nation. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, we got local rapper, Charlotte rapper, 10 cell phones, arrested on domestic charges and possession of a firearm. Trigger warning, I'm sorry. I should have said trigger warning before I said domestic charges, domestic violence charges. I want to know. I want to interview him, honestly. Like, yo, dude, where'd you come up with the name 10 cell phones? Like, do you have 10 cell phones? Have you had 10 cell phones in your life? I think it's suspicious. Like, you have 10 cell phones. Why? For what reason? Like, are you selling cell phones? Are you, like, what do you do with that? But, like, for domestic charges purposes, I just feel like you gotta applaud the girl in a sense, because it's like, yo, she had 10 cell phones to possibly pick to go through. She picked the right one. You know what I'm saying? Because he got mad, whatever the case may be, and shit escalated to what it shouldn't have escalated to. But applaud that girl. That girl is good, bro. Like, she can really pick out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how they put shit and be like, oh, I'm gonna put something up. I'm gonna put this dollar. I'm gonna crumble it up and put it up under a cup. And then you got 3-4 cups and you just slide them around like that. She gonna pick the right one. That girl is good, man. I don't know. 10 cell phones, do your time, okay? Stay away from women, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't heard a song. I got to listen to a song. That's what I got to do. I got to listen to a song. When I listen to a song, you know how music do. Music will end up getting you to not, you know, you get mad and, you know, you might not know who they are for real. So, I hope you don't get mad at this 10 cell phones. If this comes across your For You page or your Explore page, I just want you to understand, man, that I just want to know your story, bro. Like, how'd you get the 10 cell phones? Like, that's just crazy. But anyway, also a local popular drug trafficker. His name is Fat Man. I don't know if y'all know Fat Man, but Fat Man. Yeah, that's him. He's outside in these streets selling Jennifer Aniston to undercover feds. You know, it's hard because out here, you know, this day and age, we watch a lot of TV that, you know, idolize these drug dealers and these drug lords and stuff like that. I think my man, Fat Man, right? I think he was like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm just going to, everybody that shop with me, they going to get the best customer service of all time. Because not only was they selling Jennifer Aniston, they also had in there fentanyl and meth. Okay? My boy was giving you a 3-for-1. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everything was couponed off. It was Black Friday. This is just this week. You know, Black Friday right around the corner is next week. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. My boy Fat Man, he gonna be at the dinner. He gonna be there. And maybe not, because he just got picked up by the feds. But this is a terrible time to take that man away from his family. Like, let him be thankful. He gave you the shit that you needed, what you asked for. I understand you was undercover. I get it. But Fat Man was just doing what he was always doing, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing it for a while, so he's popular by the name. So y'all niggas, man, let him go. Let him do what he got to do. And not only did he give him drugs, he also threw in a firearm. Like, what y'all want, man? At the end of the day, he gave a gun to a loyal customer. That's all I see with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And at the same time, man, Fat Man, do your time, man. Do your time. They got pictures of you, like, handing it to him and everything. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how he got that picture off. Like, he had to be wearing, like, a chain or something with a little pendant that had, like, a camera on it. Because how he get that pic off? That boy crazy. It's sick world out here, man. And that's why it just pays to not do anything like that. So that, you know, you can make it home to your family. Because they tend to take people away from their family when it comes around, like, Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, and the holiday season. So, y'all just lay low, man. Just stop doing all the dumb shit. Just lay low, get to it, and make it back home to your families, all right? But, you know, in other news, we also have the head coach. Oh, man, head coach, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of these kids need it. Look, local high school football coach fired after holding a baptism service for all his players after practice. Let's keep it a beam, man. Some of these kids nowadays, they don't know God, bro. And it's clear they don't know Jesus. They don't know Jesus. They don't know God. They don't know none of them. Peter, Paul, none of them. They don't know none of them, man. And at the end of the day, it just kills me, bro. Because you firing a good man. He getting him right with the Lord. There's so many things to think about it. Because, you know, in school, they don't want to do especially when it's public school, they don't really want to do the, what is it called? Religion thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna call it the religion thing, but they don't like to do the religion thing, man. They want everybody to just be like this corny ass coach or whatever the case may be. It's like my man was trying to get these kids back in the right place. Like, he had them in cold baths. You know what I'm saying? In cold baths, getting baptized. And I don't even know if now he really killing the game if he ordained. Like, if he's an ordained minister, but he coaching football on the side, oh, that man is through the roof. And if I'm being honest with you, he was probably doing that because he don't want them to feel bad. Like, what if he was an overthinker? Like, yo, I'm making these kids every day in practice run suicides. But in the book of God, they don't want you to commit suicide. So he was trying to right his wrongs by baptizing them. Because of all the suicides he made them do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to really think about it. And I think that man needs his job, or he needs to be hired somewhere else. Kind of like Mark Jackson in the NBA. I think he needs to be hired elsewhere as well. But for some reason, they got it out for him. The biggest news of the week, obviously, this is something I also want to say for the pod, so I don't want to say too much. But P. Diddy was sued for $30 million after his ex, Cassie, accused him of sexual assault, plotting to kill, and downright terrorism. If you know anything if you follow hip-hop and stuff like that, man, you can kind of tell when somebody might be a little bit too full of themselves, a little bit too, they're just too much, you know what I'm saying? And Diddy definitely fit that vibe. You know, you got the whole thing about his sexuality going around where people were sharing videos where his sexuality is in question. I don't really care too much about that because at the end of the day, the men that they that are participating in the acts with Diddy, I understand, like, they want to call him out and say that, oh, he did this X, Y, and Z to, like, kind of mess with me and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you participated and you were willing to do so for whatever reason, whether it be he could really take your career off to the next level and make you a name or something like that. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you know, nowadays we got the whole standing on business shit, whatever it's called. Like, at the end of the day, you should not fold. You know what I'm saying? And just because this man is of power or whatever the case may be, and he makes the move at you, that don't mean you got to take that move, man. Like, at the end of the day, just because he got power don't mean you can't just go try and do something on your own. A lot of people lack the drive and the wanting to do something on their own. They always want somebody to just, like, kind of co-sign it, or they want somebody to just, like, help push it. And it's like, bro, just because Diddy had Biggie and Bad Boy and all the other shit, it's like, there was other people behind that helped him do that. Now he want to stand on top of the mountain. He want to delegate his power and just put his weight on people type shit. It's like, bro, you ain't do all this shit by yourself. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to look at that man like he just a regular dude. He got there, cool, but he a regular dude. And you don't have to do the things that he's trying to make you do. There's other people that may not be at his level in the music industry, but there's other people around that are actually like help you. You know what I'm saying? Not make you do the sexual stuff or not make you do the sexuality stuff. You know what I mean? And challenge your sexuality. It's ridiculous. Everybody want to come out and try to get on him, but it's like, yo, dog, you did it. At the end of the day, you did it because you wanted this fame, you wanted this money, you wanted this whatever to protect your family, but you're not really protecting your family at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Because now the stories is coming out about so-and-so was with Diddy or so-and-so was da-da-da. Now that's going to happen in school, being made fun of. We always talk about girls with OnlyFans and they going to have kids, but niggas is out here, dudes is out here compromising themselves, whatever, and that shit going to get back to their kids as well. So what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the OnlyFans girls and all that other stuff, it's like let them do what they want to do. They're gonna live with whatever consequences they're gonna live with later. The job is just not to complain. It's just like people getting bad contracts and complaining later on that, oh, I got a bad contract. You signed a contract. If you didn't get somebody and it's all because of desperation, like you didn't have nothing. Okay, if I sign this contract, I can have $1 million. You're gonna sign it. Then when you sign it, then it's gonna be a problem later on, like 10 years from now. You're gonna be like, oh man, I signed a bad contract. You be like, oh nah, we could have told you that. But if you invested, I think that million that you got, whatever, what you ain't really gonna be investing, because at the end of the day, you gotta put that back into the product that you're gonna put out. Because now they done gave you $1 million, you feel like you a superstar. You gonna go into the studio and you're gonna try to create some heat. That shit gonna flop. If it flop, that $1 million just went back into production for whatever you about to do, versus somebody who got some heat. You know what I'm saying? Put some heat to the side, whatever the case. Get the $1 million contract. After they get the $1 million contract, then they put that heat out, and then that heat extends the run. You get what I'm saying? Now they can start investing in shit. They got some money freed up a little bit, making more money than the last time type shit. That's how I think it go, but I could be wrong. I ain't never made I made an album. Y'all can check that out. It's the Last Minute album on EP on Apple Music and Spotify and all that shit. Blick, BLIVK. So, yeah, like I said, man, you know, it's just a little something so I can put something out. I appreciate y'all listening. At the end of the day, man, hey, hold y'all heads, man. It's not all bad stuff going on in the world, but today, all I had was bad stuff. This was Last Minute, and yeah, I appreciate y'all so much for listening. Yeah, like I said, my name is Blair Anthony. I'm sorry, I just gave y'all my whole name.
Listen to the Blair Anthony Show.
Peace.
You are now listening to the Blair Anthony Show.